Okay, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Andrew from 510 Books, and this is the start of this video for today. July 22nd, Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. I went through another box of Blu-rays, and now this is all of the Blu-rays that are going into my store right here. Eventually. Eventually they'll be going in. Like for this next week, I'm putting out 20 Blu-rays. That's a lot. That's way more than I usually do. I usually do like anywhere between 9 and 12 on average. So anyway, this is all, both the two boxes that I already went through. This is what I pulled or what I sorted for my store. And it is, I don't know how many it is actually in total. I didn't count. 53 for the second box. I already put some out. So anyway, it's a lot. And added up, the new ones, this whole stack here, this line, the new ones that are going out are worth $173 in the store. So that's between the both of them, that's $410 just from two boxes of Blu-rays. I still have 4 more. Got that one there and those 3. So doing really great with that. Just wanted to share that with you because it is exciting news for me because this is turning into a good source. And all of these Blu-rays, all this media that I picked up was already scanned for FBA. But there's still really good stuff in here. Oh, wait, I forgot one. I forgot this one. There is a 5-movie collection, 4K of Jurassic World. Unfortunately, it's missing the last one, the Fallen Kingdom. Whoops. It does have the first 4. So that's obviously why they didn't want to sell it on FBA. But I can sell it in my store, so that's another $15. So that's a total of $188, which then brings a grand total to $425 between the two. But anyway, don't want to get drowned in the numbers. Bottom line is find new sources, test them out. If they work, keep using the source if you can for a long time. Yeah, so now I'm going to put all of them in the box and put them away as back stock, which is great. And then I'm excited to, also this whole stack of Blu-rays under here is going to my second store. I know I haven't talked about it, but if things go according to plan, it'll end up being run, it is right now, being run by somebody else. And we're working that out, but that's all going to go down there. I might already have some of those titles down there, but I don't think I have most of them. So that'll be added to that, which is great. Those could be potential sales in the future as well. And I got one 4K out of the deal, so that's good. So now I'm excited to, once I put all that away, to dive into my first box of CDs from this new source and see what I find. Fingers crossed that it comes out to be really good. Find some interesting genres, interesting artists and groups, and hopefully find a good amount for eBay. Hopefully I can get at least like a couple from this one box to put on eBay. But let's see. Okay, so it's the end of the day now. Here in my store. Gotta take off, go to the post office, drop off the stuff that I shipped or that I sold on eBay and Amazon, etc. But I did get through. Well, I'm not 100% through, but I'm like 90% through. I actually scanned and sorted everything. That's not true. This is only stack. I've already scanned it, so there's nothing in here that's valuable individually. But I just need to sort it out into different genres, that kind of thing. And then all these, most of these are just going to go, the discs are going to get pulled. But the rest of this, all over here, is what I've sorted out. This is going by genre. That's going in my store. This is going in my store here, my retail store. And these are as well. And then these are all classical CDs, which I'm going to be selling locally when I get enough together. That's Lifescapes. I'm going to see if there's enough of them in this entire Gaylord. There might not be, and it won't be worth it, but we'll see. Karaoke, if there's any karaoke's. There was only one in this whole box, so there's probably not going to be that many. This is Time Life, and this one is the 20th Century Masters, so I'm putting together lots. These are all sealed CDs, which I will be selling in a lot, either on, or both probably on Amazon, on eBay and locally. So anyway, that's all stuff that I'm going to be building. But this is a really great finds. There's some really great stuff in here, some good artists and groups that I've either had in the past or have not had particular albums from them. And there's some really good stuff here, like Xena, Warrior Princess, soundtrack, and then look at this, Simpsons Sing the Blues. Those are really cool. Anyway, there's a bunch in there. And then in terms of what I found for sale on eBay, I only found two things. One of them is not very good. This one. So let's not talk about that one, but I'm still going to put it up because it has sold. It's Mozart. This one is actually potentially good. And I knew when I saw it that it could be good. Suburbia. It's a movie from, I believe, 1983. Original soundtrack recording. And it's got the Vandals. I don't know. It's got all these different groups. I think it's kind of like punk rocky. And so when I scanned it on Amazon, literally had one copy for $153. It was like, I think it was maybe $159. And that's it. And then I looked on eBay, and when I scanned it, it didn't show anything available. However, when I looked it up by Suburbia soundtrack CD, I did find one. So keep that in mind. Even if you scan it on eBay, it might not show up. That there's one for sale for $100, but it is genuinely sealed. I mean, it's got the little tape on top, the original label, all that kind of stuff. It's the sealed copy, which is cool. But they're not taking offers. That's not smart. Trust me. So I'm going to list this. Oh, and it sold on eBay in the last 90 days for $20. But it has sold on Amazon in the last like year and a half for like $20 to $50. So I know that I can probably get a decent amount for it. But I don't think I'm going to get $153. I don't think I'm going to get $100. But I'm going to list it for $69.99. It is rare, that is for sure, and it has a specific niche, right? Type of music. $69.99 taking offers. I'm going to list it today, and we'll see what happens. So there's only two individual items that I found in that whole box of CDs, which is the first box of 17, so 16 to go, that I can sell individually. However, if I do sell that even for like $50, $40, it's still great. I mean, if I sell it for $40 to $50, that's going to cover all the CDs. So yeah. But anyway, I'm still feeling good about that kind of stuff, because that's interesting to me that they decided not to keep it, to sell it FBA, because they don't do it fulfilled by merchant or merchant fulfilled. And they didn't feel that it was worth it to send it in for FBA, but they passed on it. And that's an example of a type of CD that is great, more of a long tail type of CD. But, everyone has their own way of running their businesses, and that's fine, the reselling businesses. It leaves plenty for everybody. You just got to find your niche, or find your way of selling. You could do it. You could do it all. You could do FBA, merchant fulfilled, eBay, and have a store, a physical store like I do. You could do all three, and you could sell locally. It's just that when you do so much, which I found out the hard way, when you do so much, you're not able to focus on one thing and do it really well. So my two big focuses are my store here, my retail store, and eBay. Amazon, when I find good stuff for Amazon, I'll post it up there because it doesn't take any time. I don't have to take pictures. I can list it within minutes. Done. And it's live within 10, 15 minutes. And there you go. eBay takes a little bit more time, which is why I don't want to sell very many things that are going for much less than $20. Most stuff I'm trying to keep above 30, just because it takes more time. But anyway, that's a whole other conversation. But just saying that you can do all of that, but it's probably better to do all of that if you have help. By yourself, it's tough. So by myself, it's tough to run this store and sell on eBay, which is why I've had to become really efficient with going through the CDs and going through going through new inventory. It takes time. So that's why I've told you guys many times, I recommend get really good at one thing, have that rolling and going before you make the decision if you want to try something else, even within reselling. So get really good at Amazon, whether it's FBA or merchant fulfilled, and get it where you want it. And then if you really want to try eBay, or you really want to try local selling, or you really want to try a little store, a little store though, like stores are way more work. So, you really got to have your online stuff set up. I'm done with that. Like I'm not jumping onto anything else. I'm not going to start selling on Etsy suddenly, or I'm not going to start doing Whatnot or anything like that. I tried Whatnot. It was not my thing. I learned that's not my thing, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. People like it, great, but I don't want to do it. So I just stick to, 95% of what I do is my store here and eBay. And then Amazon, I sell some on Amazon here and there. Like I've been sharing with you, been selling some good books on Amazon. That's great. That's extra money. But I don't sell a ton on there. But anyway, so that's my 2 cents. 16 more boxes to go. I'm not even completely done with this, as I told you, but I've gotten through most of it. Tomorrow I'll dive into another one. And even if I find one CD or a couple of CDs that equal up to what this one potentially could sell for per box, that's 17 boxes times, let's say, okay, I don't know. That was a weird message. So hold on, I gotta go outside real quick. Right. So if it's $40 to $50, let's say per box, let's say 50 times, boy, that's gonna be tough. Times 10 is 500. Half of that is 250. That's 750. So let's say like $800 to $1,000 per box on eBay. I'm saying not per box. I'm sorry, for the total, all the boxes. I'm just pulling numbers out, right? But I'm just saying. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be some boxes that are going to have more than a couple items that's going to add up. But let's say, $800 to $1,000 on eBay, individual items. I'm not talking about lots. That's a different ballgame. And then all this great stuff that I'm finding for local sale, I'll make a really nice return, but I definitely won't make a lot of money on eBay. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm kind of talking myself out of it. But I got to be honest with you guys. But anyway, we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll see you next video.